Well, welcome everyone to our Create Your Own Freedom event. It is the 27th of February 2018, and it's exciting. The end of the month in our business is always an exciting time, and we're just stoked to be on here tonight to tell you a bit more about how we're creating income from home and about our amazing products and program as well. So if you're watching this for the first time, thank you so much. Someone that you know obviously thinks this might resonate with you, or someone that you know. So thank you so much for spending the time. It will be time well invested. So for myself, my husband and I came across the Juice Plus business almost 2 years ago. We were traveling around Australia, and we were doing a trip to spend time with our kids before they went to school. It took us 7 years to in waiting for our kids, so we were really wanting to spend that time with them. And as we travelled, of course, we needed some money. So to start with, I just stumbled across a Facebook post, and I was really excited about the health benefits that I was seeing in that Facebook post. I was really run down at the time. You can imagine having 2 kids under the age of 4 in a caravan. I was getting woken up so many times. I just felt like I couldn't drink enough coffee to get through the day. And I was making lots of poor food choices because my energy was so low. I was so run down. I had a mouthful of ulcers, and I had eczema that I couldn't get rid of as well. So when I heard about the products, I was quick to jump on board, and what I found was my energy, just even in the first week, was so noticeably different. I was able to sit through a whole movie with my husband at night and actually see the end of the movie, which was really exciting. And I just felt like I had more energy to be present with my family. I was moving my body more as well. Instead of flopping in my deck chair when the kids were out kicking the ball, I was up kicking the ball with them. And I just felt like I had so much more to give as a parent, which was really exciting. And during the course of the months that followed, my eczema left, my mouth ulcers left, and I managed to drop a lot of weight as well, which was super exciting. So I decided I was going to share. This is something I could share as I travelled around Australia, and that's how my business journey began, which was just such a blessing for us to be able to generate income from some of the most remote places in Australia, and to keep our trip going for the 3 years that we were travelling for was super exciting. Now we've decided to settle in WA, which we love. We've moved from the East Coast to the West, and this business has allowed us to have that income coming in during that transitional period, which has really been such a huge blessing for us. So I'm sure you've noticed that the workplace is changing. Jobs that were secure in the past are just not as secure as they were, and especially over in WA, there's a lot of unrest around the workplace. We're seeing jobs being replaced by machines. The downturn in mining has certainly sent a lot of people home and sent a lot of people into some serious financial hardship. And so I'm on a mission to help people create freedom away from that. So for myself as a mum, I wanted to stay home with my kids and be there, not having to work full time, even now that they're at school. And I'm just on a mission to give people more choice to do that if that's what they choose to do. So you may be someone who's having to go back to work with a newborn. You may be stuck in a job that you really don't like, or you may just be wanting to generate some extra income. Whatever your situation is, this could be exactly what you've been looking for. So I'd just encourage you to stick around. Tonight you're going to hear some amazing stories, not only about our products and how they've helped people's health, but also how people's finances are really being helped by this amazing business opportunity. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Zoe, who's going to share with us a bit about how our awesome products work and what they are. So thanks, Zoe.
Thanks, Beck. Hi, everyone. I love talking to you all about our amazing products because they really changed the health of myself and my family. So when I came across these products, I just had my third baby. She was about 4 months old, and I was really struggling to get through the day. I was breastfeeding, getting up sort of every 1 to 2 hours overnight. I was falling asleep on the couch in the afternoons, basically just living on coffee and sugar, and just feeling really horrible and run down. So with a nursing background, I was pretty skeptical. I didn't think that, basically fruit and veg in a capsule would make much of a difference. But within 48 hours, I definitely noticed an increase in my energy. And probably within the first week, I noticed an increase in my breast milk supply as well. So for someone who struggled to breastfeed my first two children past the age of 6 months, I found it amazing that I've still been able to feed my baby right up until 1 year old. So for me, that was huge. And so, yeah, I really, really love sharing the benefits of these products with friends and family and everyone, basically. So you're probably wondering, what are these products? Well, basically, we have fruit, vegetables, and berries, and they're in capsule form. So basically, it's dehydrated whole food nutrition in capsule form. And they're not designed to take over what normal fruits and veg would do, simply to bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating, because I don't know many people that eat the recommended serves of 7 to 13 serves of fruit and veg a day, and certainly can't get that into my kids even on a good day. So the way that they're made, this is what they look like here. See there. So the way that they're made is they're all grown on organic farms. They're picked when they're at the most nutrient dense, and they're taken straight to a big processing plant and they're pulped right down into a pulp, and then they're dried at a super low temp until they turn into powder form, and that's when they're encapsulated. So once they're encapsulated, obviously they're safe for anyone to take because it's just fruits, vegetables and berries. So the other thing I love about it is on the label, as you can see, it's whole food. So you don't need a science degree to actually know what's in them. We understand that not everyone can take capsules though. So for those people who have trouble with capsules, we do have a chewable form, and they're made exactly the same as the capsules are, but with a bit of fruit pectin to make them that gummy consistency. And they're artificially sweetened. So there's less than 2 grams of natural sugar per child served. So less than a quarter of the sugar of a banana. The thing that I love about the company Juice Plus is that they're known as the company with a heart. So for any adult on the fruit and vegetable products, they can nominate a child between the age of 4 to 18 to receive their products for free. So this is them here, and they can receive them for free for up to 4 years. So they go into a worldwide health study. We've already got close to 2 million kids in the study, and we're seeing results coming back such as things like less sick days, less trips to the doctor, better performance in class, better athletic performance, and the list goes on. It's really incredible. Our other product is our Omega blend. So this is it here. It's a vegan Omega, so it's more environmentally sustainable. This is what it looks like here. So it's made from cold-pressed oils. There's no fish in this one, so no yucky, fishy aftertaste. It's made from algal oils. And yeah, it's a beautiful, clean vegan product. It actually is also flavoured with vanilla and rosemary and orange oil, so you can actually chew those as well, and again, safe for kids. Now, we need omegas for things like brain development, joint health, cardiovascular wellness as well, so they're really essential. And our last product is our complete powders. Now, they do come in chocolate and vanilla. I've run out of vanilla because that's my fave. But these are amazing. They're a low GI, high protein. They're plant-based protein, and they're vegan as well. And they have a blend of fibre and superfoods in them. So they balance out your carbs, proteins, and fats, basically. They can be used as a meal replacement, also make a great smoothie base, and again, safe for kids, safe for pregnant women, breastfeeding, etc. So I mix these up with some fruit and veg in the afternoon and give them to my kids for an afternoon snack. And they're getting a whole big whack of superfoods, which they think they're just getting a chocolate shake. So with all these amazing products, I often get asked, what's the difference between Juice Plus and a multivitamin? Well, multivitamins, they're synthetically made. So quite often what's in them isn't absorbed by the body because it's not recognised as food, and most of it passes out through the urine. So with Juice Plus, Juice Plus has actually been proven to be bioavailable, which means it's absorbed into the bloodstream within 3 to 5 minutes because the body's recognising it as a food source, and so it's getting the nutrients from the food source naturally. I also, having a nursing background, loved knowing that these products have had over 38 gold standard peer-reviewed medical articles published. So, you know, that's incredible. That's like pharmaceutical grade research. And the two key things, obviously I don't have time to go into all of it right now, but the two key things for me is that they decrease inflammation within the body and increase your immunity. So, I mean, that's massive. So, I love these products. What I also love about them is when you do buy them, you get access to our amazing Juicy Body Transformation Program. So this goes hand in hand with these amazing nutritional support products because it's a whole food, clean eating lifestyle program. The recipes were actually formulated by a top 10 MasterChef contestant, Kira Westwick, back in 2014. And as you can see, the recipes it's not bland diet food. It's delicious, colourful, whole food that the whole family will enjoy. There's meal plans in there. There's shopping guides, pantry lists, gratitude practices. There's a whole load of online support, so you can plug into the system online. You can learn workouts. You can ask questions. It's really, really, really good value. And I love it because it's taught us the importance of nutrition as a family, and we're all feeling so much better as a result. So thanks for letting me share about our amazing products. And now I'd like to hand you over to Kendall, who's going to share with us her product story. Thanks, Kendall.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to share a bit about the rather large differences that it's made to my life taking the products over the past year and a half. I've had some pretty drastic improvements. The most important one for me was actually my kidney health. I've only got one functional kidney, and since taking the products, it's just increased my functionality quite a bit. I've also had a lot of benefits where my focus has become better at work, and in everyday life too. My energy is more consistent. I'm just more motivated in general, and I've been feeling generally more healthy, like it's a good base for me. And yeah, I don't feel like I'm lacking in any nutrients anymore, which was a bit of a problem for quite a few years there. It just makes a lot of sense to me, and it makes a lot of sense to people who have just found out about it as well. It's just fruit and veg. It's easy to get your head around, and there's just so many benefits that I didn't even expect to happen. Like my hair's growing longer, it's healthier, my nails are growing, which for me is a self-admitted nail biter is a great thing. I love having strong nails finally. Yeah, there's just been quite a few benefits to taking the product, but now that I'm actually part of the business as well, it's more affordable for me now. And I'm just loving the support that I've been getting as part of the business as well. And luckily, I've got my mum as well with me. So it's just been a great experience, and I could recommend it 100 out of 10 to anyone. I love it. I'm just going to pass on to Rachel now.
Rach, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good. Thanks so much for letting me share my story with you tonight.
She's frozen. Oh no. We might come back to you, Rach. You're completely frozen.
Oh
no, there you are. You're back.
I'm back. Okay. So I was just saying I've been on the products. It'll be 2 years in May. And when I started on them, I was really in a bad place with my health. I have grade 4 endometriosis. So I live I lived in constant pain and was taking pain relief medication round the clock every day. I wasn't able to exercise at all. Really, when I did do play with my son at the time, or go for a bike ride or a run or whatever, I'd be in pain for days and having to take lots of painkillers, which then gave me reflux, and I had to take reflux medication. So what I noticed when I started on the product immediately was the energy shift. I noticed that within sort of the first 2 days. And my son also noticed that. He was on the chews and he suffered from anxiety. So he said to me, Mum, I can't believe I feel like this. I actually feel like I'm awake in the morning. He struggled a lot in the mornings. And so for us, it was life-changing. Now 2 years down the track, I don't take any pain relief for abdominal pain at all. I don't have it. I'm back exercising again. I can go for walks, bike rides, roller skating, aqua aerobics, whatever I want to do. And I don't get that dragging abdominal pain at all. I've got so much more energy now. I can get through my day at work and still have energy to burn at night for jumping on events like this and growing my business and stuff like that. So it's just been a great, amazing thing for our family. Caleb's eating so much more vegetables and fruits, and just even his anxiety has improved so much. He's been able to decrease medications twice in the time that he's been taking the products. We just use them every day. It's fabulous. So it's been great to share a little bit of our story. I'm going to pass it back to Beck now. Thanks, Beck.
Thanks so much, Rach. I love you just dashing into the house just in the nick of time then to share your story. That was awesome. It's so good hearing these stories of how the products have helped our health, and how we're just doing life better on the products with more energy and less pain in our bodies, less inflammation. When I heard about the business side of Juice Plus, I had lots of questions. So we're just going to switch gears for a moment, and I'm going to let Jess address a couple of questions that often come up when we're talking about the business side of Juice Plus. So thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Beck. So one of the misconceptions that people have about this business is it one of those pyramid schemes? And well, pyramid schemes were actually made illegal 40 years ago, and Juice Plus has been around for nearly 30 years, and it's in 27 different countries around the world. So if they were doing the wrong thing, you'd think they would have been found out by now. Even though pyramid schemes are illegal, it seems most traditional business have a pretty similar structure. I'll use the company I'm working for as an example. So I work for a large mining company, and my position was in the exploration department. And depending on the time of year, there could be between 10 to 100 people in this position. And in the 5 years that I worked for the company, I did receive a couple of promotions, but I found that there's limited positions, and there was no way that I was ever going to make it up to CEO at the top. I guess this business is more like a rectangle. So everyone joins the business as a virtual franchisee, and there's unlimited positions available. And the best bit is it's only $165. And our pinnacle position is National Marketing Director. The only way you can get to the top is by helping one another. And unlike traditional business where you have to step over people to get to the top, this business, the quickest way to get to NMD is by helping one another, which is pretty awesome. There's also no cap on the rectangle, because there's no cap on how much you could potentially earn in this business once you reach this position. This is, why I love this business so much. There's no competition, and you can grow your business at your own pace and promote to whichever position you like, which is pretty awesome. Another one of those misconceptions is do I need to know a lot of people? So when I started the business, I met Carlina through seeing a post on Facebook. I got talking to my friend Celeste, and she was really keen to join the business. She's a mum and, like me, wanted to spend more time at home with her kid. Celeste introduced the business to her brother and Yanni. Where's me? That's me. And Carlina was introduced to the business by Brian. I've also introduced the business to Caroline, and Carlina has introduced the business to other people. But as you can see, Celeste was actually the only person I knew, and I met everyone else through this business, which is pretty cool. So as you can see, the business has already started to organically grow, and there's no way. You definitely don't need to hunt down your friends and family, because this business is about helping others feel and look healthier by creating financial time of freedom, which is pretty awesome. So now I'll hand it back over to Rachel, and she'll tell us a bit about how we get paid.
Thanks, Jess. Well, I guess like everybody, money is important. And for me, this was a really big thing about this business. What I loved is that we don't need to have any special training or any sort of special skills to do this business. We get training on, as we go, and have access to that for free. But the three ways we get paid, we obviously get paid a retail commission, and that is basically a percentage of our retail sales. And this obviously changes depending on where you are in the business, but we will always get paid a retail amount from our sales of the product. And what I love about this, I've done some other direct sales things and where I've had to carry stock. What I love about this business is that we're just putting people in touch with head office, and head office ship the products to them. We don't have to do any of that handling of product or have stock at home cluttering up our houses. So that's what I love about it. It's simple and it really is super easy to do. The second way we get paid is through bonuses. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a nurse and I have never, ever received a bonus in my 25 plus years of nursing. And I was so excited when I got my first few bonuses, just what I was going to spend them on. And, as a single mum, you don't really get much extra money that you have floating around to spend on yourself. And we always say these bonuses are, you have to treat yourself. So I remember one of my bonuses, I bought Adele tickets and my son was just so over the moon. We went to see Adele together and it was just like the biggest highlight of our year. So these bonuses can be super life-changing. The other way we can make money is through commission. Now, this is what we call the beach money. This is where we, our business, as it grows, eventually you start to earn this money. It's passive income. And so it means that if you're, say, for example, having, you go on holidays and as Jess said, your business organically grows, and this is the money that comes to you as your business grows. It's not something that you have to do anything for. It's just a commission that you get as part of your business. So that's an awesome way, three different ways that we can earn money. And like Jess said, there's unlimited potential. So the bigger your dream, the bigger your paycheck. So thanks. I'm going to hand it back to you, Beck. Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Rach. I love hearing those stories of how the bonuses allow us to do things that would not be possible outside of this business. It's so exciting. And what we're finding too is there's 3 different types of people that join our business. The first type is the people that just want to get their products a little bit cheaper or for free. And then the next type of person is just someone who wants to contribute a little bit to the bills around the house. Like they might want to cover the grocery bill, and that's their big goal, and that would be a massive help to their family if they could cover the grocery bill every week. And then the third type of person is someone who wants to go all the way. They want to replace their income. They want to retire their husband. They're going big time with big dreams. So I think most of us, or all of us, would fit into one of those categories. So even if you're thinking, I just want to get my products cheaper, this is something that would definitely benefit you. And I think once you come into the business and you see the big picture, sometimes we change from the person that just wants to get their products covered to the person with the big dreams. So we're going to hear just 2 more shares tonight about the business. So I'd like to invite Jess to share with us now about her business story and what she's excited about. Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Beck. So I got introduced to the business through seeing a post on Facebook. I'm a mum of a 18-month-old, and I'm currently still on maternity leave for my FIFO position. My husband and I have been quite financially stressed, and, the thought of me having to go back to, full-time FIFO is pretty scary. And, my husband has also just recently left his job where he was home every night to go back to FIFO too, which has been hard. I really love that I said yes to this business because it has given me that opportunity to be a stay-at-home mum and work in an industry that I'm really passionate about. My biggest aim is to potentially replace my husband's income, which is pretty exciting, and I'm really excited to see what our future holds. Thanks, and I'll hand over to Carlina, and she'll tell us a bit about her story.
Awesome, thanks, Jess. Hi guys. So the business came into my life about 14 months ago now, and at the time we have a traditional business in mining, and because of the downturn in mining here in WA, our business was really struggling, and we have 4 kids, and we built up a pretty expensive life for ourselves. So when the money wasn't coming in, we were struggling, and I was looking at having to go back to work and get a 9-to-5 job, and with a partner that works away, and I also live an hour away from school. So a 9-to-5 job just was not going to fit into my life. And it was actually really stressing me out. And I was getting really freaked out because my number one job is to be a mum and to be there for drop-offs and pickups and, to be at home when my kids are sick and take them to swimming lessons and all that sort of stuff. So when I came across the business, it just made complete sense to me that I could do this in stolen moments around my life. And I jumped on board straight away, and I haven't looked back since. I literally do this business around my kids when they go to bed in stolen moments. And my partner has been working in Sydney for the last 7 months, and he's been actually living over there, and we live in Western Australia. So it's been really difficult. And I know that because of this business, I am going to be able to bring him home in the near future. So I'm really excited about that. That's all from me. So thanks to back over to you, Beck.
Thanks so much, Carlina. Well, I love hearing those stories of how it's changing lives and entire families, the opportunity that this business brings with it. So thank you so much for listening to our stories. I'm sure that you've enjoyed what you've heard and got a lot out of all the different stories. I mean, the common thread is that the products are amazing and they've helped all of us, and that we're excited about just being able to have more choice in our life by creating an extra stream of income. So I just urge you, if you have any questions, just to reach out to the person that sent you this link and get your questions answered. Don't let this be something that you hear and think is amazing and then just let it slide and get busy again. If it resonated with you, just grab it with 2 hands. And thanks again for listening. And I look forward to meeting you if you're someone who decides that this is for you. So thank you and good night.